Good morning. It's Friday, October the 24th. I've had a bumpy week this week after taking all last week off. And, well, I didn't feel like making videos because you don't need to see me suck. You look at your own trading and you can probably see some of the same mistakes that I made this week in this really weird market we've had. Anyway, I am looking for a short here with the open. Let's see how we do. Alright, so it didn't push down quite as much as I wanted to. In fact, it came back and hit my stop for a break even plus a tick. As we can see, we got new home sales out in 26 minutes. That's going to make for an interesting morning. So let's see what we get here. Kind of getting a mixed bag. Short charts are telling me up. Long charts are telling me down. Let me see if I can get some clarity. Alright, so there's my clarity. What I see there is we kind of made a double bottom, so I decided to go long. That seems to line up with my 987, which tells me we are going up. Let's see where we get. Alright, this trade's working out quite nicely. If I can get a little bit of a pullback now that I've got some clarity on the 987 and even the 1597, if I can get a little bit of pullback here, I will do an add-on and we will go ahead and keep pushing up. Let me see what I can find. Alright, I got my pullback that I was looking for. Probably entered a couple of bars earlier than I would like, but the pressure to the upside is there. If we can go ahead and break that top there at 11.16.5, then we're going to be looking real good here. Well, I thought we had that top smashed, 11.16.5. We did break through it, but then we just lost a whole bunch of steam. And even though the buyers are showing more in the power meter, it's just not happening. So I went ahead and closed it. For a nice positive outcome, but I think we've got some more left, so let me see what else I can find here. Alright, well, it's good that I closed that long when I did, because as we can see, it certainly did not want to continue up. Looking on the 377 there, I noticed that price went sideways, but the MACDs really didn't get affected, so it's kind of like a momentum. Thinking back to my old next gen days. 4 minutes to new home sales. Man, I do not like to be in a trade this close to big news, but went ahead and took this anyway. Let's see if we can at least get ourselves into a nice position before news comes out.
Build.
Alright, well, the news came out and it was actually looking pretty favorable, and then about a minute later the market reacted in a different than expected direction, so I just went ahead and closed it. No sense in wasting a bunch of ticks. Looks like we may have a greater push up now. If you're looking at the larger charts, it may indicate that we want to go up. Let's see what we can find as an entry. Sometimes I have to laugh at myself. That spike up there apparently was just a reaction to news that was delayed. The momentum down got really clear on the 377, so I went ahead and took this short, and it's working quite nicely. This is going to work out real well, I believe. I'm already, there we go, locked in for 2 ticks, so no matter what, this will be a break-even trade. Let me see how it works out. Alright, we had a nice pullback. So when I saw that picture on the 377 there, I just couldn't resist taking an add-on. Go ahead and move my stop to a break-even plus. So no matter what, the trade will come out positive. Let's see if we can get something out of this. I'd really like to see this thing move on down quite nicely. Alright, the way I look at it, this is one of those lines in the sand. It needed to move on down or it wasn't. When it didn't go down 2 bars later, I closed the trade, and it looks like it went right there to fill that gap that it had on the previous move down. Now that it's filled that gap, wouldn't be bad for a short in here somewhere, but I'm going to cool my heels and just see what comes about. All right, so it did push on up to that area and then drop down, but when it dropped down, it didn't. Well, the way the drop down happened, I'm inclined to think we have a nice move to the upside coming here. So with the divergence and all, and the large charts being kind of favorable to the upside right now, let's see if we can't get this long to work for us.
Stop filled.
Up. Not quite yet, I guess. But I still see some longs. Let me see what happens if we get a better setup. Alright, there's the better setup I was looking for. I believe we can definitely take out that top there above, so here we go. Alright, looks like it didn't want to really take that top out. Let me give it just a little bit more room. Watching my order flow there, see what we get. If it turns around here, this will be just fine by me.
Order
Doesn't
filled.
look like it's going to. We'll close it out. Final for the day, 4.3. Glad to finally get myself going again this week after taking off last week. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.